Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. What is a Gone Bananas badge? How do you get a Gone Bananas badge? Hopefully you guys are ready for another week of learning. Oh, April Fool's badge. Got it. That's funny. Who here has a game that we can analyze? Or if you have questions? Got another week of learning ahead of us to improve your Go game. How's everyone's games been going? Hopefully everyone's games are going well. Have you been playing games at all? Okay. So we got a two-stone game. And you are white. Nice. Nice. Sounds like you're doing good. Been getting short on Fox. It's been great. It has been great. Interesting sentiment. Okay, so first off, when they kick, you want to stretch or Nobi. You want to gain liberties. Here, they can sometimes come under and steal your base, and you can't block them because of the cutting point. You're up one stone, nice. Here you want to connect. So there's going to be a big important thing for the middle game is making sure your stuff is connected and you're watching your cutting points. So here you could simply just connect like this. This is not really doing anything right now because what you want is you want to have a foundation. So you kind of want to go down and then maybe extend. This way you have a base. And once you have a base, you want to move on. You don't want to be here right now. There's still open sides left to play. And you're still in the opening, so you don't really want to develop this position right now. It's too early. Okay, so we want to move on. I really want you to have a base. It's a good habit. Then you could maybe invade the left. You could approach the right. You could approach on top. Okay, 3-3 is fine. Nice cut. Beautiful. You punished very well there. You can go up. You don't have to capture. You can just make sure you don't get surrounded. You're alive. It's time to move on. You could cut black again if you wanted to fight. You could invade black. Just something more active. That one you do not... maybe it's okay to fix. I was going to say you don't have to fix because if they capture, you just capture back. So it's only 1 point. But if you fix, they have a cutting point, so maybe it's worth it. Because cutting points are important. Move on. This area is very, very large. You can see you actually have many chances to play somewhere else. So if you ever find like, I can't get into somewhere, probably you could have gotten in there like several times over already because you're playing a lot of moves that are not really that important. This is not the open side. The right side is the open side, so you could approach on that side. or you can invade on the left. Connect your cutting points. Connect your cutting points. If you play this way, then you're actually still leaving a cutting point. So you never know what can happen later. Just extend. Extend is fine. Double Atari! This is why we connect our cutting points. This one has cutting points, so you want to slide. Slide is a knight's move to the second line. Slide only has one cutting point, but if you play a pre-peeped 1-point jump, it has 2 cutting points. And in this case, the cutting point actually does work, because if I sacrifice the stone, kind of like a domino effect, and then you can see I kill these 2 stones. And then I can come back and just seal this area if I want. I don't know. I can come back and just get this area. This is not important. You're not going to get cut, so you don't need to respond. So fix your cutting point. It's like you don't want to play on the left at all. And I'm not sure why. The left is like a quarter of the board. I'm wondering why you're not playing over there. Thank you. We gotta get over there at some point. We're gonna lose the game if we don't get over there. Nice, push and cut. You can cut this one. And then here. And then connect. Now black is trapped on the inside. Yeah, locally you're doing okay, but globally you're gonna lose the game. There we go. Okay, it only took like 40 moves to get there. So we got there eventually. It only took like half the game. But we got there. Okay. Fix your cutting point, maybe with a tiger's mouth, because tiger's mouth can lead to eyes. Touch usually equals Nobi. Touch Nobi is a good habit to have. This just dies. I'm not sure what you're doing. What you need is tiger's mouths and 1-point jumps. Tiger's mouth can lead to eyes. 1-point jumps can lead to eyes. Diagonals can lead to eyes. But getting yourself killed does not lead to eyes. This is good for staying connected, but this one leads to eyes. Maybe you could do this. And then like that. I don't know, it's starting to make eye shape. Tiger's mouth, that is the way you start making eyes. Also, there's a cut right here. And if he falls for it, if he falls for fixing this double Atari, then you are alive. And if he does this, you can double Atari. So cutting points. And I start making some eye shape right here. Tiger's mouth. There's one eye right there. Maybe 2 eyes. Also, when they touched you, if you play like this, there's another eye right here. It's almost 2 eyes already. So we're learning the concept of how to make 2 eyes in the center of the board when you're surrounded. How are eyes made? This fixes the cutting point, but this captures the cutting stone in a ladder. So this one is better. Okay. Good, you captured it in a net. Very good, and you're alive. Beautiful. All right, so I want to say, keep practicing with the cutting points. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. you can ignore a lot of the moves you're playing. Like a lot of the moves you're playing don't really help you very much. And you could have gotten to the left side like half a game ago. It took you like half the game to get to the left side instead of just getting over there sooner. I think don't avoid the problem. Just go deal with it. You're still not respecting cutting points because there's an Atari, and a cut. Instead, you just want to connect stuff. Connections are great. Okay, we're in endgame, so in endgame you want to look at the second line and first line. Second line, first line. Yeah, second line. Second line. That one might not be the biggest, but it's a good habit. First line. And then we can start pushing borders. So let's fix our cutting point actually before we die. So there's a lot of in-game right there. That'd be worth like 15 points maybe. Hey, you fixed it. This is 1 point. This is 1 point. Okay, monkey jump's possible. I think I would go here and just do a regular knight's move, but it's okay. Good. This is not crawling in black's area because there's no more black area. So don't play a shape just because it's a shape. Your monkey jump's supposed to be taking away black's area, but there's no more black area to take away. So instead you want to block your corner. Actually, no, just cut black and black is not dead. Black is not dead. Black is not dead. But blocking your corner is Sente. Now black is dead. You come right here. This box 4 is 1 eye. And I want you to build a habit of connecting things. Yeah, this whole group is dead. Before you do that, you need to go do all of this stuff. Your in-game can be improved. Nice, finding the cutting point. Very nice, very nice. As we can see, cutting points are very important. If you play this way and they block, you have a cutting point. If you play this way and they block, you do not have a cutting point. So it's a little bit better. Okay. 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 Keep them out of the corner. Keep them out of the corner is better. There's about 1,000 life and death problems in the corner. This does not affect life and death at all. That's always going to be a false eye. So I think just keep reducing. If they take it, it doesn't matter because it's a false eye. No, more life and death. What shape is this? This is one of your beginner life and death problems. What shape is it? Do you know the Vita point? Are you using Semego Dragon? Did you go through the beginner campaign? Actually, this might not be in the beginner stuff. This might be in the second or third section. I don't know. Because I think the first, in the Goblin camp, it's probably just 3 in a row. I don't know if it gets to bulky 5. There should be bulky 5 in there somewhere, though. See, capture, ladder, net, 3-space eye, 4-point eye, fake eye. Okay, looks like it'll be in the Secret Grove. Ladder, endgame, 3-space eye, 3-space eye, 4-space eye. 5 space I, there we go. So yeah, in the Secret Grove, you get the 5 space I. Level 3, yeah. Let's see, where's the bulky 5? I'd rather have a straight up bulky 5, but I guess I had to teach this concept first. Here's a bulky 5. The vital point is to make the eye. There we go. Here is the shape. Here's the shape. How do you live? The same vital point. B2. Not quite. Because that's a co. Let's try again. Not quite B2. Or B18, I guess. B19. Yep. Okay, and here it's the same idea. Can you solve this one? Probably in a game, but not now. In a game, you have time pressure. This is a very easy shape to remember, in my opinion. Not quite. Well, actually, P18 would live here. Okay, so the vital point of the bulky 5 is this move, because this move makes one eye right here immediately, and then it has eye space for a second eye. So the vital point of the bulky 5 is usually this point right here. So that's the important point to remember, is make the eye point. But I think your move actually worked too, so that's fine. So in this one, we want to take that point away from black. So you're white. So how do you take away that bulky 5 point that makes the eye? So where is the vital point of the bulky 5 in this corner? This is one of those shapes you just want to know by heart, so you don't even have to bother reading it out. You just know what the answer is. Did you say T2? Yeah, T2, yep. And then if they go here, you just go here. And you can see that that's only one eye. In the game, you blocked, though, and black was able to play the vital point of the bulky 5, and now black is alive. And the difference is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 points, 25 points. The 25-point difference just by knowing your bulky 5. 25-point difference just by knowing a basic shape. It's a very important lesson. Make sure you're drilling those basic shapes. Yeah, this move doesn't do anything. Yeah, so the way you want to think about it, Go has like 1,000 different things to learn, but let's make it more manageable. Let's say 21Q to 15Q, let's say 50 things, 10 things per rank. So you want to learn 10 things per rank. So in this case, you want to learn Bulky 5. That's one thing. In-game, your second line and first line. That's thing number 2. Invade your opponent sooner instead of later, thing number 3. If you can find the timing to ignore your opponent because you play a lot of moves that you don't need to, that would be thing number 4. And right there, that's already half a rank, if not more ranks, just from this one game review. If you can remember those 4 things, that's maybe a whole rank, in theory. And then it's a matter of applying it. And remember that and applying it with all the stuff you already know. That's the trick, because you learn new things, but it's kind of like juggling. You have the knowledge that you currently have, and then you're grabbing more knowledge, and you're trying to juggle all that knowledge together without dropping anything. So you might drop something you already knew, and you have to pick it back up. You might drop the new knowledge and just forget about it. But it's kind of like juggling all this knowledge and trying to apply it in your game. And that's why having multiple game reviews help. Because even if you don't remember everything from this review, if I say it multiple times in different games, then maybe it'll come up. And then just play maybe 5 to 10 games per review. And I think you'll level up very quickly at this level. This is going to be the easiest ranks for you to level up as. I wish Dawn ranks, maybe I don't wish, but either way, I kind of wish it was possible to rank up this easy for me, because for me, I have to learn like 2,000 things for half a rank. So you have to learn like 10 things for a rank. So it's a lot different. So it's going to be the easiest ranks for you to improve. So enjoy it while it lasts. Just learn a few things, play some games, and you rank up. It's going to be the fastest you rank up and the most fun that you'll have. The stronger you get, maybe the less fun it is. I don't know. But I think take from that, and hopefully you'll be 20Q or 19Q by the next review. Who knows? Maybe if you join tomorrow, maybe not, but maybe by next week. Next week, maybe I'll see you as 19Q. Who knows? Just play lots of games. Yeah, and hopefully you found the review helpful. Okay, who is next? Who would also like a review? Oh, Cthulhu and Amaranth, you guys are playing. $15Q, nice. I think I tuned in at a bad time. Feel bad. Probably they didn't want me to see that. They probably did not want me to see that. Maybe they were watching the stream instead of watching the game. I don't know. What's up? Who else would like a game review? Oh, speaking of games, Explore Baduk is doing a challenge. Do you rank up from the OGS tournaments? If the tournaments are rated, yes. If they're not, then no. It depends on if the tournament's rated or not. I'm sorry, I tuned in at a bad time. I'm sorry. I didn't get to see your amazing kill. I got to see the death. My bad. My timing is impeccable. Explore Baduk is doing a 1-month challenge where you play, inspired by the Western Server Challenge, you play as many games as you can, starting in 39 hours and 38 minutes. You can join the challenge here. I believe there will be prize money. let's see, what are the prizes right here? Right, yeah, there is prize money. So the DDK division, you get $75 or 75 euros, sorry. So it doesn't matter what strength you are, what matters is how many games you play. So this is to encourage more games on the server. So the more games you play, the more likely you are to win a prize. I think there are 30 something people. So let's see, Paul, if you were to play, you would have 14 people to compete against. Let's assume that half of them don't try very hard. You would have 7 people to compete against to try to get the top 3, and top 3 earns euros. So if you wanted to try that, you could also do that. Yeah, and then for the open division, I guess that's overall. Open division is everyone. So the person who plays the most games overall at any level, I believe, will get 200 euro. Maybe I should do it. I like money. I like money. How many Dom players are there? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to play more than Paige. I'm worried that as soon as I start trying, everyone will be like, oh crap, Clossie's trying, now I got to actually play more games, make them work for it. Oh. I don't know, I'll think about it. I like money, but I also... Playing lots of games, Amaranth would know, is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But I only have 9 people that I'm competing against. And let's just round that to 10 divided by 2, so that's 5 people probably. Too soon after the Western Serpent Challenge. To be fair, it doesn't say you have to play 100 games. It says you have to play more than the other people. You don't even have to play 100. I think you could get away with playing like 30 or 40 and still make some money. Your brother's Wandon? Man, you gotta get your brother to teach you. Get them back into playing. Or catch up to them, like give yourself a year or a year and a half and be like, hey, you wanna play? They're like, oh, you're a beginner, let's play, whatever, 9 stones. And you're like, ha, joke's on you, I'm almost your level. Or maybe I am your level. And then you just crush them with 9 stones or something. Catch them off guard. Hey, Kara, you could play. You could play every evening if you want to make some money. That's a lot of effort for less than $100.
How many DDK?
Let's see. The DDK, I believe, right now it's 14. That's a lot of games. It's gonna be at least 14 games, probably.
More than that. I would hope it's more than that.
I don't know. I think if you play like 50 games, you probably win something. Maybe just think of it as you get one euro per game that you play. But only if you play top 3. If you play top 3, you get 1 euro per game you play, in theory. So if you play 50 games and you get first or second place. Play 200 games, probably you're going to get first place overall and you'll get 200 euros. That's almost like $2 an hour. Big bucks, man. Big bucks. $2 an hour. $75 moves, last at least 10 minutes. Play different people. You can only win one prize. Oh, that sucks. But hey, that means the people that win the open don't win your division. What are the time settings? It doesn't say the time settings.
Because it must last at least 10 minutes.
Must be at least 10 minutes, but I can easily blitz for 10 minutes. I don't want to play other Dawn players though. I want to like sandbag. Because if I play other Dawn players, then I'm going to be giving them numbers too. I don't know. It sounds interesting, but it's also a lot of work. People who just played in the Western Server Challenge know it's a lot of work. I might not. But if you want to, there is prize money for it. So you can go ahead and try. Who else would like a game review? The big issue is I'm not actively playing right now. So I'm being lazy with my Go career. My Go skill. I'm not being really lazy with my Go career. I'm being lazy with my Go skill. Anyone else have a game review? A game to review? Is anyone else in the challenge? I'm gonna tell my brother about it. Well, your challenge doesn't start for 40 hours. I'm gonna send this to my brother real quick. I bet he'll be interested in doing it. Play Go for money. What's his Degum username?
Aspen.
On Discord?
Mm.
I'll play a little bit of it. I'll share it with my Go Club as well. Make it a little hard on people. You just join. What's up?
The end date is the same as the start date?
No, it's a different month.
No.
It's April 5th to May 5th. Yeah, you're gonna have to like come find your own opponents. Like it's a starting server. That's kind of the point. Have to get some friends and play them. Has to be at least 5 different people though. Play with you. I am teaching. You can send me your friends request, but I am currently doing game reviews. Paige, I know Paige has played on here several times. Hey! Amaranth and Crispy Toast are playing. If I join and just watch for a second, is something about to die magically? Last time I clicked it open, something died. Yeah, we are doing open game reviews, so if someone has a review, I'm happy to look at it for them and help them and Prove their game. Your presence will kill us. I think me being here is gonna add too much pressure. Just by me watching, I think the pressure of the game escalates a lot. Add 10 friends. I have 10 friends. I've reached 250,000 points. I have made 10 friends. Objects matter. Read on. What's my rank? Tudon. I am Tudon. There's a Don that wants to play right now. Unless that's you. Yeah, it is open reviews, or I can also answer questions. Someone has questions? I don't know. I know you can unlock ghost stone skins. Like my settings, I can level 5. What is my level?
I think you hit 3.
I just hit level 3. Ooh, these are some pretty ghost stones. How do you know I hit level 3?
You had a pop-up when you hit 250.
Oh, 250,000 points is level 3. Can I spend the points, or is it just points? Yeah, I unlocked ghost stones. Kind of wish there was an example that shows me what it'll look like. It's something. It's a little bit shiny. Yeah, this might be too shiny. Let's try that. I don't like that background. This one. That's better, more or less. The NA Pro Championship thing. I can explain it to you, I guess. Is that live right now? Or is it, I think that's, or is that tonight? I know US Go is wanting to stream something. Just ended. I can. What are the links to them, though? I don't have the links to them. I know US Go said something about doing it every day or something like that. Yeah, I can break it down. Okay. So it looks like there's 5 games. Who do we want to look at? You can't register to explore Baduk? It might be case sensitive. Make sure you're logging in with case sensitive stuff. Here's Ryan Lee. Look at Ryan Lee's game. Okay, Ryan Lee versus HU. Hey, it's my opening. I'm as strong as Ryan Lee for 5 moves. Ooh, diagonal. I'm surprised they didn't do this one. This one is more popular with AI. That's pretty interesting. So white is going for a big influence right off the bat. It's interesting that we ignore this. I wouldn't recommend ignoring that at the lower level. Like, this is kind of an important move. However, with that being said, this is also a very important move. And this one's a little bit harder to punish because you can get over-concentrated very quickly. That's probably the idea. But white technically owes a move right here. This one is basically your default. You can pretty much always play this one to the high approach and it's fine. Which it kind of feels like a boring variation because it's just always fine. It's never going to be bad, in theory. Like 90% of the time, it's going to be good. So it's kind of a boring Joseki. Okay, so now we get to the first interesting thing, which is we are pincering this Blackstone by cutting it off, but we're also getting our first weak group. Yeah, I would report it, I guess. You can go to support, I believe, and let them know, like, hey, I had trouble logging in until I realized it was case sensitive, and maybe they'll fix it. Look how solid the shapes are so far. By now, someone, I think some of you guys would have made an empty triangle or something by now. So this one's interesting. Normally, I would tell everyone to connect. Right? It's just better shape. It's more solid. There's less forcing moves, especially since when black comes out right here, white wants to save their weak group somehow. But if they do that, then they can get double Haned, and the position's a little uncomfortable. But on the flip side, if you defend like this, now black's going to get to attack you. However, we did just get 5th line territory. So if you're really confident in your defense, you can play this way. But I would not recommend it at the amateur level. I think this is breaking some of the basics. This one is playing light and loose. There is a cutting point right here. The reason it's not that attractive is because black will get territory, but white's already canceled it out. So white is just going to stop the influence. So it kind of like makes the right side dead and uninteresting. This is interesting. So I think that has to do with this move. Maybe that's what they're looking at. And then if they go for the kill, you can actually squeeze this position quite a lot. And then cut off these 3 stones. Can you just kill these? No, you can't kill them because there's a ladder. Yeah, this Tsuji shape, this squeeze Tsuji, is the only thing I can think of for why black would play this one. This is just threatening to cut black. Again, white isn't like too overly concerned about keeping everything alive because white's already cashed out. So white's able to play a lot more flexibly. This, the AI says you can do whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about that move. It's you can do it whenever you want. Kind of. right, so now white is making an investment and saying, hey, I'm not going to let you have this anymore because now white has an escape route. So black has to make up this bottom side by attacking this group, and the group has gotten a couple more stones to save itself. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to survive. Notice they play bamboo, not empty triangle. Bamboo is strong shape. Okay, so I think black is looking at profit on the top side. And notice black didn't just blindly keep playing, right? Black could just blindly keep playing. Black is saying, I want profit from this weak group. I want profit. And black decided that the profit that they wanted was going to be on the top side. This is also nice because white is still floating. White has no foundation. So white is still floating in the center. This is just poking shape. But it does invite cutting points, so I wouldn't recommend this. This is kind of inviting a conflict. I think to my students, I would say just 1 point jump or Nobi. Just save your weak group. It does give black a bit of the initiative, especially if I can play a leaning attack like this. Maybe cap. It does give black a little bit of the initiative, but it is very solid. So it'd get you to 5Q, but I think you would get stuck at 5Q. This one invites a lot of trouble, so you have to have a lot of confidence in your reading and ability to handle it. Because if you're not careful, you're going to get 2 weak groups. So here, I can't solve at a glance, so I would spend a lot of time here because I am confident that black has a plan for this group. Black would not just let themselves get cut off without a good reason. If it was something I was looking at a Q game or something, I would say you just got cut off, you're in a lot of trouble. But since it's a pro, I have to make the assumption that they're reading more than I am, especially since I'm only looking at this for 30 seconds or a move, or less than 30 seconds a move. So the question becomes, what are they looking at? My theory is we should look at all the cutting points and forcing moves. So like here, 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 and here. These are the moves that I think are the key shapes, and then you have to find a combination that works. So let's see what black does. Looks like this one. In here. Okay. So that was one of the key moves that I was looking at. However, white did make a lot of shape again. And we can't even cut this cutting point because if we try to cut this cutting point, this stone dies. So it's just not worth it. And if we connect, then white just fixes. So white has made a nice little bit of shape. So black is saying, instead of just life, we're going to make it complicated. Black is inviting the ko. Black is inviting the ko. This takes a lot of confidence, because if you lose the ko, your group might die. But locally, black has ko threats for days. Ko threats for days, locally. Okay, so you can see white actually fixed it because there's so many ko threats. I think white made a slight blunder here. I want to say that white shouldn't have played R2 if white is going to lose R2. I wonder what the AI says. Yes, this is Explore Baduk. This is a new Go server. Wow, it is the AI move? Seriously? It says black shouldn't make the ko. Huh. So not going after the ko is a mistake. So it's negative 4.5, negative 9.7. So this is a minor mistake according to the AI. Yeah, so the hint is that this stone didn't gain value. So something went wrong is kind of the idea. However, it's still really difficult for black because now these 3 stones are floating and white is almost alive. So white is now controlling this whole center. Hello, Mothworks. Did you see the, did you read the Explore Baduk leaderboard thing? Play, go, make money? Okay. The login is case sensitive. So make sure you capitalize whatever you capitalize when you signed up. Okay. You are black. Is this the AI move or is this one? Of course it's the 3-3. Basically, you can ignore. This feels a little bit slow. This is a big move. Okay. I guess this is fine. You can probably play right here for the exact same reason, though. You just keep white unsettled. And if they pincer, you just get to attack. Ew. Is blocking worth it? Because it's not right now, but because this exists, surrounding might be Sentai. And you're alive because you can take that whenever. But okay. It's probably fine, I guess. It's big. Weird shape, but okay. Okay. I want to say it's the capping move. But this cutting point can be interesting. So maybe it's not the capping move. No, you know I hate this shape. Go double honey. You know I hate that shape. Okay. Come back. A tiger, you turn. If they go up, you can still turn. And then there's invasion points right here. Yeah. You can also still 3-3, I guess. What? What? What's wrong with this? Oh, Crane's Nest? That'd do it. This is why this shape is bad. You can't even cut, even though you want to cut. I would still do it. I would still do it. And then maybe do nothing. Maybe do nothing. Because if you leave the cutting point, maybe there's Aji. Locally, there's this move as well. That's pretty big. But I think the bottom left is getting big. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, playing Joseki. Have you done the 9-space I go problems on Mega Dragon? Because 9-space I problems, like, I don't know them very well. I know they can lead to life and co, and the variations are complicated. So if you're gonna play that Joseki, you need to know the 9-space I go problems. Go here. This is the shape point. Or your opponent can just let you live easily, that's fine. Yeah. It's a complicated shape. Just go back. I don't even know if you have to respond. What's the next thing to do? This area? You have a cutting point. Maybe here. Then go ahead and cash out. What does the AI say? AI, tell me what to do. Really? That's bigger than... Okay, so this is about the same value. Oh. I didn't see the... I didn't see this move. I did not see that move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I did not see that move. I'm not gonna lie. Did not see this move. I don't know why this cut is so big, though. This feels cramped. What about attaching? It's several points, but... And then Hane? This Hane is really big, really nice. Yeah, but this is cramped. You're gonna get bullied if you do this. And that was the key move of this position, I think. Yeah, now you're gonna get bullied. It was too slow. I have to share a clip somewhere. Well, they limited my freaking data storage, so I can't make clips. I can't make shorts of my channel anymore on Twitch. They won't let me highlight stuff. But I have not made a clip and shared it. Usually I try to find good shorts, but I haven't made clips. Cool. Gotcha. Yeah, you should aim for the $200 prize. All you have to do is play lots of Go games. You get $200. Okay, what are we doing? What is wrong with this move? Here, 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 here. Yeah, the trick isn't playing 10 a day. The trick is finding opponents on Explore Baduk. Because it's a new server, so there's not a lot of people. So you're going to have to ask people to play you. But hey, maybe you can get like Jake and them to play. Oh, the shape is so ugly. I don't like this group in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Yeah, whatever one you qualify for that has the higher price is the one you get. I feel like this is a disaster. Because your group looks so awful. I think you need to make life. And then go over here. This group needs to live. All your groups need to live. The thing is, you're not living with your weak groups. You're not playing defense first. And you're getting in trouble for it. Here, you could have just connected like that. There's a cutting point, though, which is really annoying. But maybe it's... No, it's not. It's not good. This is a nightmare of a position. I don't like it. I don't like Black's position at all. White is playing a leaning attack against you. The cool thing is, if you live, I think you're ahead on points. 30, 50, maybe not. I guess you're not. So yeah, White's winning then. You're not at risk of death, but you're at risk of not getting value out of the group. The fact that you never found this move is annoying. You should have found this knight's move. Or this knight's move is cuttable. This feels very slack. But it's too late now. Okay, you're making live, so it's not a problem of living, it's a problem of your whole group, your whole dragon. You have 2 dragons on the board that only made less than 5 points, I think. So 2 dragons with less than 5 points. That's the issue. Bamboo, not envy triangle. Also, this stone is not important in any way. This is becoming large. This is a very large endgame. Just take. Or Tanuki. Why is this move big? What are we doing here? We're playing Dame. You don't need to do it. Just leave. What if White ignores? What if White ignores and goes and plays here? You just lost on time? Did it lag? Report it. Go to support and report it and give like a link to the game or something. Like let them know, because that's one of the important things is like giving feedback so that way they can fix it. Because no one ever tells the developer, no, the developer doesn't know there's anything wrong. This is kind of funny. What? Your end game is bleeding points. If I go here, these 3 stones are dead. Yeah, your end game is bleeding points. Red flag. Red flag. Abort. Mission abort. Mission abort. Mistakes were made. You just died. You just straight up died. Oops. Oops. What? How do you not see it now? How does no one see this? We're like 3 Dawn. No, you're like 4 Dawn? 4 Dawn Fox? You can't play silly endgame though. You're 4 Dawn. You're trying to get to 5 Dawn and 6 Dawn, and you want to play silly rushed endgame. You gotta hold yourself to that higher standard. Don't play silly endgame and don't rush. You got to 4 Dawn probably from like focusing and taking your time to double check things. This is a very basic shape, and no one's reading it. If I go here, black goes here. I go here, black goes here. Hey, look, the 9 space I again. 9 space I strikes again. That's no excuse. You can do that after the game. This is so slow. Estimate score. I can click the AI analysis. Looks like black is up by 5 points. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's an estimate score, but you can turn on the AI and it can tell you. Probably, yeah. I don't think they would let you use a score estimator in a live game. Wah. You died on the right? It's Mii. How could you die? What? That makes sense. That makes sense. That sucks. That's a good in-game move. It doesn't matter though. Yeah, you just do that in double Atari. It doesn't lose too much. I see how you died. Just fix. Have you been doing some Ego Dragon? I don't think you've been doing some Ego Dragon. You haven't been doing the daily challenge. Let's see, are you on the daily challenge? I don't think you are. Yeah, you didn't do it today. You didn't do it yesterday. Oh, there you are. You opened it yesterday. You did not do it yesterday. Yeah, and Samego hates you when you don't do it. Samego is like a Sunday, where if you don't pay attention to it, they will kill you. Maybe that's a different data. I don't know which data that is. Samago's very needy. Pay attention to it or die. I will say the end game was very low quality. The middle game, you can improve your defense. I think you can live, but you're not living efficiently because you have 2 dragons. But the end game is lazy. I'm not letting you get away with that in game, Mr. Fordon. Fordon, but playing lazy in game. Gotta show all the Q players like what good in game looks like. Mr. Fordon. Well, hopefully that gives you some insights. Keep practicing, keep playing, and get to 5 Dan. Keep going until you get 5 Dan. And then maybe play on Explore Baduk and make some money while you're at it. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Who else has a game they would like me to review? And they just keep dying. Yeah, that's the secret. Don't die. First rule of Colossi approach. Yeah, Emirates, you kind of you pushed yourself hard. Grand slamming that thing. I don't know. You're good at weird stuff, but bad at basics? I don't know. Looks like there's several Dawn players on here. Hey, Gavin's on here. There you go, can play Gavin. 200 games in a week. That's not gonna help your Go game, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, nice. There you go. Now you have someone to compete against. You have to have a minimum of 5 different opponents, though. You want to play as many people as you can. Be careful of timing out, though, because apparently someone said that the opponent's move didn't show up, and they timed out. So make sure, like, the opponent move doesn't show up and you're low on time. Refresh the page or something. Got a bunch of people to play. Nice. Still, 200 games in a week is a lot, even no matter the board size. Do be careful though. You're giving yourself more competition for the money. You're getting yourself more opponents, which is great. But you have to like play more than all of those opponents. I did, but good luck getting me to play. I don't think I'm gonna be down for a tournament anytime soon. I am focusing on teaching, improving Samego Dragon. That's pretty good. Do Go problems too, though. You can't just play games and not do Go problems. Do Go problems too. 100 games a week is too much. That means you're not trying. You should not be playing 100 games a week. 50 I could see, but 100 games a week is too much. You need to study. You don't have to do hard Samego. You can do easy Samego as long as your eyes are being trained. Are you going to the Chicago Open? Are you gonna fly? I guess probably not, right? Because you would have to fly in, and that'd be a lot of money. When is the Chicago tournament? I think I'm going to play in Chicago. So we have MTech in 2 weeks. Chicago tournament is the end of May. Yeah, end of May is the Chicago tournament. I'll probably play in that. I kind of want to just enjoy playing Go, though. I don't really want to work to improve. Because Go has become this job, right? For me, Go is a job. It's my income. I have to have a bare minimum of knowledge. So I have to make sure I'm paying attention to stuff. So Go is like my job. So when I'm not working for money, it's like I want to do other stuff. So when I'm going to the tournaments, I want to like visit with other Go players, socialize. I want to play games without worrying about like having to spend a ton of effort to play perfectly. I'm not worried about the prize money because it's just not that important to me as much as playing and having fun. So training is work. Training to improve requires a minimum amount of effort. And I don't have the energy. Go is not quite a chore, but it's getting there. Now, with that being said, I would much rather teach you guys than deliver pizza. Because delivering pizza, I pay a little bit more, But I much prefer what I do. I much prefer teaching you guys. I want to get my AJ 4 Dan back. I'm AJ 3 Dan, and I want my 4 Dan back. I can't believe they deranked me. I want to get to AJ 5 Dan. I think 5 Dan's the highest I'll ever get, though. I don't know if I'll get to 6 or 7 Dan. Not without putting in some genuine effort. Yeah, the AJ 3 Dan has become this like big black hole for Dan players. For the low Dans. I don't know why they just pushed everyone to 3 Dan, but everyone got pushed to 3 Dan. I think 5 Dan's fine. 7 Dan's for like... I had to move, and I did not have the time, and then by the point that I finally had the time, I was very far behind, and I was like, this is too much. Because I just couldn't do it. Life was too annoying. With the move and everything, also, I was helping wife with her job, which she's now working on her own, which is great. So congrats to her. But a lot of IRL stuff was just not allowing me to have the time to play, and that was something that was going to be a big commitment. And it just got to the point where I was like, I just don't want to do it. I got so far behind, and it was just... I don't know. I don't know if they changed everyone's ranks or the community got stronger, but maybe it was both. I don't know. I think the community is at least a rank stronger than it was 15 years ago. Maybe 2 ranks stronger than 15 years ago. 15 years ago, people were not nearly as good as they are now. They didn't have AI. That sucks. Yeah, don't play on tilt. Yeah. Opening for sure is really annoying because there's really high level openings now. But it's also very boring openings now because everyone plays the same thing. I think if you can make an unconventional opening... yeah, if you can make an unconventional opening and then master it, I think people would really struggle against you. Like maybe 5-4s or 5-3s. I think people could really struggle against you. Master Tingen. It's really funny. Everyone 3-3s, but they have no idea how to deal with the influence or use the influence. At least, like, I teach a lot of people below 5Q. Below 5Q, people have no idea how to use the influence. And it just ends up becoming a weak group half the time. It's really funny. They put all these AI Josekis and then I have no idea what to do with it. Yeah, Moth, if only you still had access. Could do one of these a day. Honestly, doing one of these a day would be very good. If I was trying to improve, I think I would try to do one a day. Highly recommend. Very good series. Trouble Master. Hello, Cesario.
Latus Dadarano just followed.
Thank you for the follow. What? Ladosta. Just say that. Yeah, just play something that's fun. It is open reviews, so if you guys do want to review. Toast? Toast? I'm never gonna remember that because
Emotional, damn it.
I'm never gonna remember that because it's not in the username. I'm really bad at remembering names. I don't believe you for your end game. Your reading in your end game is lazy. Your reading in the middle game, maybe, yeah. But the reading in the end game is lazy. Yeah, if anyone has a game review that I can look up. Or if you have any questions, like how to study or anything. Well, if you want to get to 5 Dawn, don't lose at the end game. The end game is pretty straightforward if you just want to solidify it. You don't have to gain a lead, you just have to not lose like 30 points. You just play a decent end game, a solid end game. And just wrap up the game. Game information. Where's the original game? How do I get to an original game? Guess I will download it and then re-upload it because I can't figure out how to review it. That's a problem. My cat is snoring and it is cute. Okay. So let me report that real quick. Support game review link issue. Someone sent me their game review link and I tried to review, but it gave me the pop-up board and I could not figure out how to make my own review. So I ended up downloading it and re-uploading it instead. Some request. Login issues. A couple users couldn't log in until I told them it was case sensitive. And then, yeah. Okay. Amaranth and crispy toast. Let's see how it went. AI told you to do. AI Sensei told me to do, so I just do. AI said it, so it must be true. Is this a misclick? Why not approach? I don't see anything wrong with this move because even if they do this, there's a Tsuji right here. That is a big move. This also is a big move. But sure, it's fine. Hey, look, speaking of 3-3. Hello, Ryuji. Typically, what I recommend is just getting an extension, influence and an extension. So if it was me, I would just play like this and then get an extension. Like here or here. That way, it's a lot easier and more straightforward to use. It makes it a lot easier to use. A lot of the times, I'll see players like do something like this, and then they'd ignore, and then go play something else, and then later their opponent gets here, and then what ends up happening is they just end up becoming a weak group. And they don't know what to do about it. Like they have no idea how to use it now. Versus if you just get an extension, it's a lot easier to use. I hate this move. Just connect and extend. It's good enough. It'll get you to 5Q, maybe even dawn level. Otherwise, learn this one. And then here. If you're not going to play that into that, then just connect. I hate this one. It's fine, but I hate it. It defies a basic, and I don't like moves that defy basics. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. But below 5Q, you don't know how to play Sabaki. So it is pretty weak. If you don't know how to play Sabaki or loose, it is pretty weak. So I think just get the extension and it's fine. It makes your life a lot easier. What about here? Okay. This stone is annoyingly canceling out influence. This is kind of what I mean. I'm not sure what to do. Here's still very large. Okay. I thought about it, but it sounds like way too much effort for me. Because I think if I really wanted to, it would probably be like $2 an hour is what it would average out to. Maybe $2 an hour. And I would rather spend that time coding Mega Dragon. Something I've been working on is improving this play online page. I was doing this yesterday, actually. I'm trying to get this OGS page working. Boring. Yeah, who needs to code? Where I go? Oh, sorry, it's not live. Yeah, I was playing around with this page yesterday. And so you can watch games. And all of this is just data that I'm trying to organize and put like in the block up here. You see 88 minutes, 21 seconds. What in the world kind of time settings? Oh, it's correspondence? That is a long blasted game. 88 minutes on the clock. That is a long game. Yeah, I was playing around with that yesterday. Just little stuff on Mega Dragon. No, make them show you the life. Actually, they're just straight up dead. Just kill it. Life and death. Mega Dragon. Do your life and death. Why is no one killing the corner or living in the corner? Why is no one checking the life and death of the corner? It is one of your fundamentals. No one cares about the corner. It's like a 30-point corner. Why are you trying to make points over here when there's 30 points right here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. It dies later. Why isn't it dying now? why is no one checking the life and death before leaving? This is an interesting development idea. I kind of want to see this as well. White is weak right here as well. You're trying to build influence, but the thing is, influence is a setup to attack something. But there's already two things to attack, so you don't need to set up an attack. You already can attack. So you're making influence to set up an attack, but the attack already exists. So you should be attacking right now. I'm not sure about why you played here at this timing. Very odd timing to play that. This is really slow. But I guess now it's not. Because now you get to do all the forcing moves. Hey look! Bulky 5! Look, Paul! It's Bulky 5! See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we played the one that makes the eye. Even at single digit Q, they're trying to learn, they need to know Bulky 5. Cap is good. Probably can just cap again, I don't know. Maybe a little bit more aggressive. Okay, we need to start thinking about profit at some point. Hey, look, you know your shapes. Very good. Oh, you gotta block. Block, 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 block. And then you just extend like this. Because this has one cutting point. This has two cutting points. What? Ah, no! You had the elephant perfect, and then you got cut. They walked right out of the elephant eye. Your first three moves were good, but you gotta block. I feel like the moves are all over the place. No one's getting anything. Black is at least outlining something. Maybe if you go like right here, you're at least outlining this area. It feels like a lot of nothing is happening. Careful. You don't want to die with this group. Nice. Chansa. So capping is fine when you're strong, but if you're weak on one side, you need to attack from the side that's weak. And this group doesn't have a base, so it's weak. Okay, you're doing good right here. Maybe a diagonals, but it's fine. Okay, doing good, doing good. Maybe one space jump. A little bit stronger. Oh, I didn't notice the cutting point. I didn't notice the cutting point. Hold on. Here. That is the shape you wanted. This is the shape you were looking for. That way you don't have a giant cutting point. Good. But you're gonna die. I think you died. Connect. It would be fine if you kill the corner, but you're not killing the corner. Ooh, interesting life and death. Yeah, I think your opponent just played well. Your opponent killed you. They did good life and death problems. Nice cut. Very nice cut. Ah, no, you want to go right here. And if they connect, I guess they would connect like that, huh? But then you just go like this. And then if they go here, you just, oh no, it broke. Like this. Weird. Okay. Okay. Maybe you were reading deeper than I was. This is silly. You played right here and you got cut and then you gave it up. Then just don't play right there. If you see that you're about to be cut, you need to see your cutting point and then you just say, does this cut work? If yes, don't do it. If no, then do it. Right? So it's really a bad habit. It means you're just not looking ahead if you just play it and then immediately give it up. Yeah. You can probably block like that. I'm not sure what you're worried about, actually, because it looks like you're worried about the Ataris right here, but these two stones are an Atari. So there's no cut. There's nothing to worry about. So this is a wasted move. Kill it! No! Yes! There you go. Nice. There you go. I don't know what white's doing. Tiger's Mouth is a little bit safer. Just put these two stones into Atari. This is the chicken move. Very big chicken move. Yeah, that's important. That's important. To the point that maybe you shouldn't have played that in the first place. Maybe just don't do that in the first place. This is big. Now, if they do this, throw in. And then when they take, you can block. They fix, you take, they take back. You have Sente, and I believe you canceled out the point. So you didn't lose anything, and you got Sente. What? Some lazy life and death, maybe. Either, I think no one is solving life and death. Everyone, like, how do I say it? It's like, if I ask you to solve it, I feel like you could solve it because you're single digit Q. But you're not doing it in the game. You're not solving it in the game. You're just playing the moves without even thinking about it. I feel like it feels like you're just not solving it before you play. You're just placing the stones down. This doesn't make any sense. You're not an Atari. I'm not sure why everyone's playing lazy endgame today. That's kind of the theme of today, is lazy endgame. And then you timed out. Yeah. It looks like you're winning by 1.5 points. Yeah, it looks like you win by 1.5 points. Hmm. I think you're stronger than what you're playing in this game. I think you are not applying your full potential in this game. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the life and death was solvable. Yeah, hopefully you found this review helpful. These two are playing. Yeah, 3-3. A pretty generic game so far. That one's a little odd. Middle game's a little awkward, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, you misclicked a couple times? That's unfortunate. Hopefully, that will be improved. There's a lot of development happening lately, so hopefully that'll be improved soon. Does anyone else have any questions or game they'd like to go over? I think I can do one more game if someone wants me to go over the game. I wonder who I like in this game. I don't know. I guess it's close. It's a close game. So hard to say. Depends on what they do with the center. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Yeah, this evening I have to go get my car out of the shop because apparently we have to do $1,000 car repair so we can keep using it for work. Found that out this week. Thought we were doing some nice stuff, and then all of a sudden, hey, here's a $1,000 bill. So that's fun. That is my frustration of the week. Anyone else have any questions that I can answer? Any study questions? Any issues with Sumego Dragon? And shout out to my lessons. I do teach Go for a living, by the way. Probably should shout this out more, but I do teach Go for a living. If you are interested in lessons, please check it out. I usually sell bundle packs. I think that's the most efficient way, is just to buy a bundle of lessons and then schedule them out. I usually recommend trying to play at least 10 games, 10 to 20 games between lessons. Yeah, if you like my teaching style and want me to go more in depth on your games and get on a call with me, you can do so there. Black's in trouble. Black's in trouble. Everything is getting caught. Oh, it's too late to bet. Guessing has ended. Oh, I should have bet. I should have bet points. Who do you guys think's gonna win? Who do you prefer? Would you rather be black or white? I'm not sure what white's doing. It's not what I would do. Co is denied. Let's see, we have the top left for white, the right side for white, and this bottom left section. Black is not alive in the center. White should be fine in the center. Black has this top section and this bottom section. Also this. Why is this a thing? White wins by timeout. Oh no! What? But it was White's turn. It was White's turn. Your move didn't get submitted. I don't know. Oh no. Oh no. It wasn't even your turn. Oh no, that sucks. New server, new bugs. New server, new bugs. So, when were you guys going to look at the life and death in the bottom right corner? I'm curious. You mean the bottom right? Yeah, but the bottom right's like big. So I didn't see this white move. This white move didn't show up for me. Yeah, it looks like the server registered the white move but didn't show it to everyone else. Hmm. Yeah, keeping server in sync is difficult. Thankfully, it's not my website. It's someone else's problem, not mine. I have dealt with so many bugs in the last 2 years. S2. S2 also works and it's simpler. S2 is much easier to kill the corner. How is the top left bigger than the bottom right? I don't understand. What? I don't know what code you're talking about. That would be a co. That's just alive. That's also just alive. So it looks like it's a co. But a co would be brilliant, because a co, you get 2 moves in a row. You try to lose the co. That might work. No, you die. You're dead. You're dead. Black is dead. Black is just dead. Black is just straight up dead. 30-point mistake. I am getting really hungry. I think I'm immediately gonna get food after this stream. A co would be good. What's wrong with a co for their death? No, you would S1 and still get the co. This is also a co. Instead of S2, you would play S1. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a co. That's just alive. That explains why the top left is bigger. Get all the co threats. But still, a co is great. You're losing by 15 points no matter what, though. You're in a pretty bad position. Your center group, your center dragon, again, is causing you issues. You keep getting a dragon, and it keeps causing you issues. Your defense is a slacking. All right, I think probably wrap it up here. Been streaming for a bit over 2 hours. I will go ahead and report to the creator the bugs that you guys are experiencing. Hopefully it'll be fixed soonish. But I wouldn't stress too much about it. I would just keep playing games and just do your best. But with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, found it educational, and with that, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Adios.